All right, guys, welcome back to TraderScale Success Stories, another episode. And today we're welcoming back Pawel Nowicki. I did pronounce that right, didn't I?
Yes, mate. Yeah, all
Right.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we've had Pavel on before, guys, and he's really building up that consistency now, which is great to see. And we're always glad to have guests back on because that means that they're consistently doing the business. So if you're interested in what's been going on with TraderScale and how Pavel's doing, tune in. We're going to get stuck into it. So yeah, we'll break down his habits, strategies, mental approach that's allowed him to trade with confidence and secure a couple of big payouts. So, for the people that don't know you, Pavel, for the people that are just tuning in right now, tell us about yourself again, just for like the people that haven't watched. We're like,
Yes.
where you from and how old are you?
I'm from the UK, obviously. We live in Newmarket. I am 32.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I started trading, I'd say probably about a year and a half ago now,
Yeah,
something like that.
it's quite impressive, man. Like you've only been training a year and a half, so like, yeah, you've started. So how much have you been paid out in total with us now? Because you had one before that was 2,000, was it or something?
It was something like 2.8, something like that, and then a 7.8, something like
Set
that. Yeah.
7.8.
Yeah, my latest one was 7.8 thousand. Yeah.
Oh.
That was a
All
lovely
right, so
one.
you got about 10,000 then, like
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
10,000. Oof. Good on you, son. Fair play to you, man. That's sick.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
sick.
Thanks,
Awesome.
man.
I bet you're buzzing in you.
Buzzing, man, absolutely buzzing, and it's just giving me more confidence in my trading.
Good.
The more, the more you earn, and the more you sort of, go on your strategy, you kind
Yeah.
of pick up new habits and get more confidence. So yeah, it's
It's,
lovely.
it's funny. I've seen. I was talking when we and sometimes we don't get traders back on. Sometimes they're a bit shy, and then But we were saying, oh, it'd be nice to have you back on when we were discussing it. When we were like, oh, it'd be nice to see how you doing now in the
Yeah,
next month
I
or two.
remember.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's great. It's great to have you back on. So just tell the guys how did you get into trading? And out of all the money making, things online like e-commerce stuff like that, why did you choose trading specifically for the people that don't know?
Um. So I have to say, I think my first experience in trading was I just saw an advert. Actually, it was an advert I saw, and it was quite a few years before I actually got properly into trading.
Hmm.
So I kind of dabbled in it a little bit, I'd say about 3 years ago.
Yeah, did you have a little
Um,
broker account sort of thing?
yeah, little broker kind. I think it was one of those something 500. I can't
Yeah.
remember, something like that.
Oh, I did
One of
about
those,
500 quid. Yes.
yeah.
Never gonna
And
get anywhere with that, though, you? Like, unless you're doing a big position trade and you catch like the bottom of a Nasdaq or something. Like, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I started there. Obviously, lost all the money then, and that was
Everyone
it for
does it.
me for them.
Everyone does
And
it.
then, and then I saw a group. As I said, about a year and a half ago, like a Discord group,
Yeah, yeah.
which I joined, and I started following their trades. I started learning a little bit here and there,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I just set off by myself.
Yeah,
After being
nice.
in the group for a few months, I've learned enough. I
Yeah.
thought to crack on.
Yeah, good man, good man. That's awesome. So, for the people that don't know as well, like, what do you do in your free time? So, what do you do? What were you doing before your trading? You're kind of, I guess, on the way to becoming full-time-ish, but I think you have a business, right? Construction business. So,
Yeah, I have a construction business where we do extensions, patios, mostly groundworks,
groundwork. Yeah.
machine work. But yeah, I am on my way to becoming a full-time trader, I'd
Good
say for
man.
sure.
That's awesome, mate.
I
Awesome.
invested my own money into it as well. It's not just funded accounts that I have.
Yeah. Yeah, good man.
Um,
That's sick.
so yeah, it's definitely on the way. It's
Yeah,
definitely on the way.
wicked, man. I mean, if was it 2 or 3 months, you've made 10,000, whatever it is, 500 now. So that would be, I mean, in if you did that for the whole year, that'd be 30 odd grand. So, that's a decent salary, right? Really, isn't it?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and
So,
I'm coming for another one. I've got another account that's ready for a payout, so I'm hoping
yeah, yeah, there you
that in
go.
a couple
Sweet,
of
man.
couple of weeks' time, I'll be paying out again.
Killing it. I did see your name on one of the payout things on Telegram. I was like, oh, go on, Pavel. He's doing all right. He's doing well. I remember
Nice
the
one.
name.
Yeah, we were talking about it last time on the interview.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
saying hopefully I'll be back, but yeah, here
Yeah,
I
it's
am.
always nice, mate. So, like again, you trade from your computer, so your phone because you're at work, right? But do your setups in the morning, is that correct? And on your computer, and then you
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do have Trading View. Trading View's like,
Yeah, it's
my
great.
best
Yeah.
friend.
Easy, innit?
Yeah,
It's
that's
easy.
that's it. Yeah, and you can set it up. You can do all your limits, and it's nice.
Yeah.
But mostly
Alarms and
I
stuff
love
like
doing it
that.
in a computer, obviously, because it's you got a bigger screen. You
Yeah.
can really mark up the chart,
Yeah.
and you can go with the trend. But yeah, it works on the phone for me too.
Yeah, phone is.
Yeah,
I place the orders on the phone, and I just I have a little quick look at trading view, but I do my markups on the computer,
Mm,
because you obviously you can see the bigger picture, and sometimes you miss shit on the phone, even if you start messing around. But trading
exactly
view is
that.
so good. I actually love trading view. It's like when you download these programs like Photoshop and stuff like that, and you're like, bloody hell, this is fucking hard, and
Mm.
there's so many little buttons, and each one has its own little, and then there's another drop
Yeah,
down from
man.
that, another drop down from that. Trading
Completely
view is
stuck.
so easy. It's like line that draws a line, box that draws a box. It's so easy to use. You can learn it in like literally 1 hour. So good.
Exactly. And
So
there's so many tools. There's so many tools, yeah, that you can use
yeah.
to help
So
your strategy. There's
yeah.
so many different tools.
What do you actually? I can't actually remember what do you actually do and what do you trade? I remember you said you traded Euro USD a little bit. Was that right? Or
Euro USD, no, sorry, a GBP USD,
that's the one.
GBP JPY,
Right. Okay.
and
GJ's
gold. A
nice,
lot of
man. Just
gold.
bullish a lot of the time as well because of the interest rate. So it's like
I
you
remember you
always
saying to me last time. Do you know what I actually use? Because you said to me last time, anytime you see GJ go down, make sure you buy because it's always on the way up.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right, man. It is like that.
Hey, hey, you gotta listen to me, son, right? You gotta listen to
Just
me.
look for the levels of interest and you're good.
Yeah, yeah. So we do it like the 4 hour and the daily. Me and my boy trade it, and to be fair, we trade the DAX and GJ just because most of the time it's bullish. So like if you catch that low and you just look for a little, I don't know, a little bit of price action wherever, you go from like a nice demand zone there, you're laughing, man. And it moves quick as well. It doesn't move too quick. It's not like US 30 psycho shit, but it's like
Yeah,
it
it's
moves.
volatile for
Yeah,
sure.
it moves quick enough, you know what I mean? And it doesn't really get affected by the red for the USD news that much, which I quite like. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, have you changed anything in your strategy at all? Put any more indicators? Was anything you do differently, or you
No,
literally?
no, I don't use any indicators at all, to be honest. What I like to do, I get up in the morning, I'll see what way the market's heading, if it's a
Yeah,
downtrend or if it's an uptrend. I'll mark up the trend line. I'll mark up the FVGs, all the fair value gaps. I'll mark
yeah,
them
yeah,
up, the demand zone, the support zone, and I'll just go from there.
yeah. Sick. All
Watch the
right.
market. I might even set up a little buy limit or a sell limit if I see it.
Right. Okay.
One thing I've actually added to my strategy, I have to say, it's a new little thing which I find quite nifty and I quite like. So what I'll do is I'll go on a previous day and I'll
Mhm.
mark up the high and the low with a box,
Yeah.
and then just see where the price is at in the current day. If it's going up, obviously you're looking for sales. If it's going down to the box, you're looking for buys. And it's worked out really nicely for me a
Yeah,
few
you're
times.
doing the liquidity sweeps on the daily. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's nice.
It's nice.
That's nice. That's something that I use a little bit as well. I just mark out the high and low of the day before, and you just look at what the price did, like in terms of the size of the candle. Was it like an engulfing or something? Because daily's quite. Candlestick patterns are pretty like hard to follow on like the 1 and 5 and 15 minute. But
Absolutely.
if you go a bit higher, like 4 hour and daily, you can see like a pin, and it is pretty useful, especially if you use a bit of everything else as well. You use the fair value
It's more
gaps.
confirmation, isn't it? It's a more
Yeah,
confirmation on the higher time frames because you're looking at the bigger picture, really.
exactly.
So
I
it
don't
makes
I don't
sense.
really trade on I'll get like a nice little entry on the 5, but I never look at the 5, man. Like it's just so like I don't know anyone that could trade a 5 minute. Like I don't know.
15's the lowest for me.
Yeah, I won't go lower than 30. I won't. I don't touch low.
Really, yeah.
Nah,
15's my
yeah.
entry. 15's my entry.
Okay, 15's your entry. Okay, that's nice. All right. So, I mean, let's talk about what does consistency in trading like mean to you? Um,
You know what? It's obviously it's really nice to stay consistent on your wins and your losses, and stuff like that. But I think my losses kind of make me,
yeah,
because I can have 6 losses, but pull out a massive win.
Yeah.
Which obviously doesn't work for the consistent rules.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
But
for myself, I'm it's kind of, I don't know, it gives me confidence in a way,
yeah, if you can hold out a
that
six streak, six, loss streak, and then that win will take you, that's good, man. Because if I lose three trades in a row, I literally cry. I hate it. I have to have
I
like,
hear you.
yeah, I have to have like a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, and I have to get those wins in to get that confidence back. Because you always get affected by it, no matter what. Well, I do personally anyway. It's my personality. But what would you say, discipline or strategy has played a bigger role in your success with us?
Discipline,
Yeah.
100% discipline. Yeah, not over risking.
Yeah.
Not going over the top, and not being greedy. Main one for me, because
Yeah.
I used to, hold out. I used to hold out trades and overhold them, and I was just sort of trying to be too confident. But since I've sort of, not been greedy and started cutting down on trades and sort of closing half of my positions and letting the rest run, it's helped me a lot,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
trying to keep to that.
Yeah.
And also setting a limit for myself. I've often tried to do like a £400 a day. So if I've made a £400 for the day, that's it for me. I
Yeah.
don't trade anymore.
Do you know how many people say that? The people that have been back on you and the people that have made the most money, they say, I set myself a limit of what I make for the day. And if I make that, I don't go back into the markets. And literally everyone that's been on you, they say the same things. It's crazy. So like I'm running out of content to make now because it's literally people say the same things. And it's true though. It's like anyone that's watching these videos, like you can learn so much from them because like these are people that have actually, guys, these are people that have actually done it. They've gone from beginner to like being consistent, being this, being that through actual discipline, proper risk management, just taking some losses on the chin and setting your rules for the day and don't break them, like So this is great. This is great to listen to again, because as much as it's the same kind of questions, people have the same answers. There's no tricks, you know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
what do you think were some of the toughest habits to develop as a trader?
Toughest habits. Over risking. That's
Yeah,
probably the main one.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
fair
the
enough.
main one. Because you kind of you get drawn to that them big numbers.
Yeah. So I get
And
scared. I get
early
scared
on,
of the big numbers. I do. So I'm like,
absolutely. Yeah,
So,
that's probably one of the worst ones.
yeah, yes, it is to be fair. Over risking too many trades as well, I reckon. So, how do you maintain focus on days when nothing is going your way?
Um,
Any
I, I,
tricks?
I I try and put a stop to us. It's a tough one because sometimes your emotions do run very high.
Yeah.
If as you say, when it's not going your way. But I find if I have one of those big emotional days where my first trade really gets to me, I just don't trade for the rest of
Oh,
the day.
that's an interesting one. So if you have a really bad
No.
one where it like wicks you out, you're like, oh, so I'll switch it off for today.
Yeah, or if
You
first big loss or something, and it really gets to me, and then I feel like, oh, I need to recover that. I feel actually no, just
yeah,
just forget
that's
about it. Tomorrow's a new day.
yeah,
You've lost enough today. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them.
yeah. That's a good way of looking at it, mate. To be honest, because I never used to do that when I was a year and a half in. I would be trying to win it back. So you said you overcome the trap of overtrading. How did you fix that?
Losing accounts.
Really? Just like yeah, just
I
like
think that's the
I gotta
other. Yeah,
stop it.
learning on my mistakes mostly. Yeah,
Yeah.
losing big chunks of money at a time,
Mm. Yeah.
and
So
just
I
not
guess you
not
had
wanting
to.
to not
Yeah.
wanting to repeat that pattern. So
Fair
I've kind
enough.
of relearned. Yeah.
Yeah, how was it? Like trial and error, but trial by fire. So, yeah,
I love
no,
that.
yeah. So, what role does risk management play in maintaining this consistent role that you're in, like with trading right now?
It's a big part. I mean, it's a very big part because you could, lose one trade if you risk the right amount and only lose 300 quid, or if you can, try and be greedy and over risk. Next thing you know, you lose a grand.
Yeah. That's
And you
true.
can't get that back. You can't get that back,
Do
you
you ever
know.
reset yourself after a losing streak? How do you do it if you do? Apart from turning your phone off and going back the next day, is there any like methods that you do? Bit of yoga or anything like that? Don't have you down as a
Nah,
yoga guy? No.
no, no, nothing like that. No, no. I mean, see, I think I've got a lot of I've got the upper hand a little bit, I'd say, because I'm in recovery myself from drugs, basically.
Oh, is it?
And I sort of put in I've got a method of staying off drugs, and I can
Oh, right. Okay.
implement that into my trading at the same
Really?
time,
Oh,
which is
interesting.
quite a nice little link, you know.
Right. So you did a bit of cognitive thinking, sort of like putting a positive spin on it, and yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely, and
that's
having that
wicked, man.
discipline, you know, that discipline of everyday routine, and sort of implement that into my trading at the same time, which works, you
Interesting,
know.
man. So you came from like, well, not rock bottom, but you on the job
Basically,
doing
yeah.
that, and then like coming to like being a successful trader and you're having your own construction company. It's like, it's incredible, mate. Well done. Well done. You should be
Thank you.
proud.
I appreciate it, man.
Should
It
be
feels
proud.
good.
Should be proud of yourself. So like you've already asked my next question to be fair. But like I was gonna say how you do. So do you think traders should stick to one strategy or keep experimenting? Now this is an interesting one because if a strategy doesn't work, you got to switch, right?
You have to,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
man. I
I
mean,
I was stuck in one strategy for about 8, 9 months and it was working for 6 months and then it just blew up. Just did not work. So I was like, should I continue or should I just you know what I mean? Like, but lots of people
yeah,
say all these influencers, affiliates, all these bit are you fucking we'll bleep this out, guys, but Tory Trade, she's like, guys, stick to one strategy. I'm like, yeah, but if a strategy doesn't work, like,
you
don't you
have to
you
switch,
have to
yeah,
switch. So I'm
or
I'm
at
I'm a
least
little bit like
tweak,
this
you
with
know.
that, I'm like, if it's not working, man, it's not working. I was doing ICT, but full ICT. Like I wasn't doing like just like a couple of bits from it, which I think are really helpful. I was doing full ICT and it just didn't work for me. But I know traders that can trade it, so I don't know. Like, should I continue with it or should I have just, I
I
don't,
hear you. No,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's an
I
interesting
hear that.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it really is.
So you said you kept experimenting, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, definitely. And tweaking, constantly tweaking, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, where experiment, especially if I found my stop loss placement. I experimented with a lot. And it's not just to do with how many pips I was trying to lose and doing my risk management, but actually where my entry was to my stop loss. Do you see
Right,
what I
yeah.
mean? So it's sort of that analogy. I was playing with that quite a lot
I
because
got
I know
you.
there's a lot of market manipulation, which you
Yeah.
look at a demand zone or you look at a support zone, and you put your stop loss just above it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you'll go 60 pips above and then drop. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. It's
it's
annoying. Yeah. I hate
and a
that.
lot of the time I found putting my stop loss where I put my entry works
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried that before, and I think that's what I mean. So yeah, toying with the strategy is definitely the way,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Nice, nice. Okay. So,
Because once what might work one day might not work on another. You know,
no, it's
it's
true. It is very true. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just like, I think I had like 2 or 3 strategies that just blew up on me 8 years ago. And I was like, yeah, got to change. This is not going to work. I back tested it and I was like, it wasn't working for over a year. It was like just 9 months here, 9 months in random places. I was like, that's just basically 50-50, you know? So it would be
yeah.
smashing in certain conditions. But then if it was like, shit conditions, like rangy, it would just get killed. So yeah, that's a good answer. I like that one. So, do you think that consistency is something that can be learned, or do you think it's natural for you?
It can be learned. Yeah, I'd say it can be learned
I
for
think so.
sure with discipline. You know,
Yeah, I think so as
with
well.
discipline, you can be consistent for sure.
I think so. You,
Yeah.
you do need the discipline, though, right? Yeah, if you haven't got
Yeah,
discipline, you can't
absolutely.
trade.
If you was to say to yourself, how many trades have you gone over, let's say that £400 mark, and
Yeah,
you've just wanted that little bit extra, and then you just completely dropped to your break even, let's say.
yeah,
Imagine if you just every time just take that for, and have that discipline for that,
yeah,
you
yeah,
will be consistent,
yeah. 100%, 100%. Do you have a process of reviewing your trades and like learning from them? Are you one of those journal guys? I can't remember if you were or not.
No, I don't
No,
journal, man. No, I
no,
don't. I
I
just
don't either. To be fair, I don't.
No,
I just
I
kind of
learn off the
remember.
trades. Don't get me wrong. You know, I will definitely analyze afterwards. I'll think maybe my stop loss should have been here, or
Yeah, yeah.
I should have considered these fair value gaps or something. There's always something to look back on
Hmm.
and review. You know, because it's not always a winner, of course.
No, exactly. So small talk here. So trading is not like an easy thing to control your emotions. Most people know this. Do you use any daily habits to control? Because you seem like very like chilled person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta.
Yeah. So as I say, because I'm in recovery, I do have a lot of daily habits. You know,
Mhm.
um, things I do on a daily basis to keep me clean.
Right. Yeah.
Um, and as I say, I implement that into my trading. So yeah, I do. Get up
That's
in the
awesome,
morning
mate.
and yeah, have a little
Okay.
pray in the morning first thing. You know, make
Nice.
sure I have that wash and have brush my teeth and all that. Make sure you got that personal hygiene and everything like that.
Yeah.
Just a step by step
Little
type of
steps,
thing.
like nice, nice. I love that, man. That's so sick. I didn't actually know that. But right, what are the three things now, if you could change for your younger trading self a year and a half ago when you started taking it seriously? What are three things you can say that you're like, right, I wish I knew that quick, like just to not speed it up because you've done it quite speedy anyway. And we don't want to do shortcuts here. But if there was three things, what would you say to your younger self that you could just, right, don't do that. That doesn't work.
Oh, it's a tough one. I mean, I never used to pay attention to news, for example.
Right. Okay.
And it's important, you know, it's important to do that. And I've lost a lot of trades like that at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
where the market's just completely gone the opposite way because of news, and I'm like, what's just happened, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So that's definitely one.
yeah, 100%.
Um, and obviously putting a stop loss in,
And just definitely putting a stop loss
because
in.
that I used to start with no
Just
stop loss, and
freestyling, like, phew,
yeah, 100%,
dangerous
yeah,
game, man. I've done
definitely.
that before. Dangerous, me.
And entering without thinking, you know,
Yeah,
you because you see it going up, you enter for a buy.
yeah,
It, you know, I used to do that a lot too,
yeah. Just a bit more patience
without analyzing.
with the candlesticks. Yeah, it's nice. And
Yeah, I think mostly getting education, you know,
yeah,
actually learning before actually jumping into a
yeah,
trade, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
Spending a bit of time learning
yeah. That's it.
before.
Finding a good person to learn from is very important as well. It's quite hard as well, unfortunately.
Yeah,
What's a trading rule that you never break?
stop loss.
Yeah,
Always
okay.
have a stop loss. Never have no stop. Yeah,
Okay,
always have a
so
stop loss in place.
that's a good one. So if a trader is struggling with consistency, because you're one of our most consistent now, where do you think they should start?
Yeah, I say start with trading something slow.
Yeah.
You know, like the NZD pairs.
Ah, that's a good one, actually. I like
You
that.
know,
Yeah,
just
AU and NU are like kind of like beginner pairs, right? They're slower.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
then you can, you know, because they move so slow, and that you can really, you've got a lot of room for error. You
Yeah.
know, so it's a good practice, and all the levels are still there. You still get all the demand zones, all the
Yeah.
support zones, of course. You know, all the FVGs.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a good one to learn on.
I think it's a nice. I think I actually learned on NZD USD. I still trade that now, but I do swing. So I mean, I took a trade on AU like this week. No, sorry, last week, and I haven't traded it for like 2 months because it was just doing this. So,
Yeah,
so, like,
consolidation.
it's so slow, mate. But I was like, all right, okay. When you see a nice one, they're really good, really nice, really like clean. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think like I'm still in the trade now. You know, it's only just started moving up like properly today. So
Swings along, and they have
yeah, yeah,
weeks
yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
and they it's one of
Yeah, yeah,
those.
yeah. So, yeah, brilliant. Thanks again, mate, for having
No
coming back
problem at
on.
all.
It's been awesome to chat with you again. I knew you'd be back. That's what I was saying. I knew you'd be
I
back, man.
did.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So,
man. I appreciate you.
brilliant for showing your consistency and yeah, like just keep smashing it, mate. Like we're super proud of you and great to hear that in recovery and doing well and your business is going well and your trading is going even better. So. Guys, if you found that insightful, and that was Pawel Nowicki. He's been on with us before. Absolute geezer, smashing the trading with us. Drop a comment if you found anything that resonates with your trading at all. If you have any questions as well, drop us a comment or jump on our socials or Instagram. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this good. So yeah, bye, Pawel. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Take
Take care,
care.
bud. Bye bye.
Bye bye.